Hey guys, welcome back to Little Grip Garage. Today's episode we're testing which dirt bike is better, a 2-stroke or a 4-stroke dirt bike. This is my 2019 KTM 85 SX 2-stroke dirt bike, and this is my 2007 Honda CRF 150R. And of course, 2-strokes are notorious for their sound, their power, which is why that one's an 85cc and this one's a 150. But the reason I'm doing this is because they're both the exact same size. They both have the same setup, same wheel size. So we're going to kind of test today which one's faster. So we'll do a speed test, which one jumps better. We're going to see which one gets a better lap time on our dirt bike track. And then we're going to see which one is just better overall quality, build type, looks. And then we're also going to do a sound test, which is going to be really tricky because a 2-stroke sounds amazing, but 4-strokes also have that classic 4-stroke sound. So we're going to get right into it. This one runs awesome. Again, it's basically brand new. It's the nicest bike I own, actually. And this one, it's different. I mean, it looks amazing. When it's running, it sounds amazing. And I actually just recently tore this thing down all the way to the engine head itself. I took out the cam, I changed the valve clearances, and I checked all the valve clearances, and I had to change a whole bunch of valve shims to get the intake and exhaust valves clearance correct. So it's running a little bit better, and again, it looks awesome. I fully built this about 2 years back, but it still just doesn't like to run the best. It doesn't idle hardly, and it doesn't like top end or middle end or low end throttle or really anything. But we're gonna see if this thing will fire up and run today. It actually just ran out of gas trying to start it, getting it down here. I had it trying to warm up and it ran out of gas, so I'm gonna get gas in that real quick. But then we're going to get this thing started up, idling, warming up, and then while they're on the stands, we're going to get a sound test between the 2-stroke and the 4-stroke, and I'm actually going to have you guys decide which one sounds better, because, I mean, they're my bikes. I think they both sound amazing, but it's really up to just you guys, which one you think sounds better. So comment down below in the comments which one you like more, the sound and looks-wise. But I'm going to go get gas for this thing, and then we're going to fire these things up. And then we're going to go rip some trails, jumps, and do some top speed tests. So let's get these things running, and then we'll hit the trails. Okay, I just got both the bikes warmed up, filled up the 150. I tried to idle it for a minute. Got them both somewhat warmed up. Now I'm just going to kind of stand by the exhaust, rev them for a little bit, let them idle. And then again, you guys are going to decide which one sounds better. I know this one's going to start first kick, 150. Probably not, but let's get this thing fired up and see what it sounds like. Alright, this is what it sounds like at idle. It's very, very quiet. It literally sounds like it's just stalling the whole time, but this thing runs so good. It's so responsive. Alright, now we gotta see if the 150 will start. So it's gonna be a minute probably, but we'll give it a shot. Choke on. We're gonna give it 4 throttle twists. Will it idle? Oh, yes it will. So this is what this thing sounds like at idle. Pretty quiet too, actually, not that bad. Okay, it got a little dark on me last night, so we're back at it in the morning. I really hope you guys like this helmet setup. I got an ultra wide lens for my action camera, and then I 3D printed a custom GoPro mount for the top of my visor on my helmet. So this should be a little bit better. We're gonna start off on the KTM, give it a little cold start, see what this thing will do. I've got to download a top speed app, and then we're going to time our lap on the dirt bike track. So we're gonna see how fast I can do it pushing myself on the KTM, and then we'll swap to the 150 and do the same. But we're gonna fire this thing up. Actually, first I'm gonna get an app real quick so we don't waste gas, because this thing really does burn gas fast, and we do not have a lot. I did buy a mixing kit because I've been using like weed whacker fuel, but I don't know how to mix it yet, so we're still trying to figure that out. But let me get an app downloaded real quick, and then we'll start hitting some trails. Okay, I have an app. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know how accurate it is either, but it'll show me maximum speed, the distance we traveled, and the current speed. So I think I can just turn this off, put it in my pocket. We should be able to go fire this thing up. We do have quite a bit of land, but you guys got to realize this thing has 6 gears and I think 20 plus horsepower. And there's one big straightaway that we're going to be doing this on, and it's still not a lot of room for this. I think this thing can probably go 70 if it really wanted to, and I just don't think there's enough room to do 70 without hitting cars, because at the end of the little strip there's cars, and at the other end there's a fence. So I'm gonna have to try to be cautious. This isn't gonna be like an actual top speed of the bike. It's just gonna be a top speed comparison between the distance we have on the 150 and the KTM. But we're gonna fire this thing up. Oh yeah, first kick. Gonna let this thing warm up for a minute, and then we'll go ride it around. My front fender's about to fall off. Holy, this thing's way more powerful than I remember. That's about as fast as I can go without crashing into these cars. We're going to head to my little dirt bike track now. Keep in mind, it's not a full-blown dirt bike track, it's a pit bike track. So we're gonna try to get the best lap time we can, but it's not gonna be crazy because it's for little bikes. But we'll go see what we can do. Wow, this is a really big bike to ride on this little track. Whoa. See, this track's not been maintained in a while, so there's branches and stuff in the way. Alright, well, I'm going to start the timer. I'm going to put it right up in the screen. And we're going to just see what I can do. I'm probably not going to show it all, but I'm going to see what I can do going as fast as I can. Alright, I just finished a lap on the KTM. Again, it was probably insanely slow, but that's because there's branches in the way and there's a lot of stuff that I can't really show on the camera. But I'm gonna check our Speedo app, see what it says, and I'm gonna run another top speed test. Alright, there we go. Maximum speed, 54 miles per hour. And again, this is not the max speed of the bike. It's the max speed I could get it to go on our property. So we did 1.4 miles, topped out at 54 miles per hour. And then obviously we have the time. I'm gonna put it up right here of the dirt bike track. Now I'm gonna go hop on the 150. We're gonna do the same thing, a top speed run, and then we're gonna try to rip it on the track. All right, let's see if this 150 will start. Choke on. Nice. Let this thing warm up and then we'll go do the same test. All right. We're gonna go ride the dirt bike track before this thing blows up. This thing just does not run good. Wow, this thing's torquey also though. Alright, this is just a warm-up lap. Alright, same thing. I'm gonna put the time on the screen and I'm gonna give it all I got. That's time. Oh, this thing seriously might just be blown up. It is running like garbage, but let's try to limp this thing to the shed and see what it did top speed wise. Alright. It's been at least 10 minutes of kicking this thing over. I seriously think I just blew this thing up. It's running like absolute garbage and then it just wasn't running. Alright, I'm gonna let this sit for a few minutes. I'll come back and try to start it. But let's go see what this thing's top speed was and track time. Alright, look at that. The 150 went 51 miles per hour. I'm gonna put both the track times, the 2-stroke and the 4-stroke on the screen. I'm not able to see which one wins right now, but you'll see right now which one wins. And then I'll also put up which dirt bike won, because I think the KTM got 54. This one got 51, so I'll put that on the screen too. Well guys, I think that's going to do it for today's episode. Again, I'll put on the screen which one won the dirt bike track, which one got a faster lap time, and then which one won the top speed test. And again, I was really just doing this video just for fun, just to see which one was better, 2-stroke or 4-stroke. I think they're both awesome bikes. The 4-stroke, I'm pretty positive is blown up. I pinned it on that back straight on our track, and it was revving and then it just bogged out and I can't get it to start now. So we're gonna have to look into that. But I mainly want to just thank you guys, because I wouldn't have any of those bikes if it weren't for you. I wouldn't be in the shed right now that I bought if it weren't for you guys. And also stay tuned for Golf Cart Part 3. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I installed a 460cc Predator motor into my 1900s Yamaha G1 golf cart, along with a 44-inch live axle, hydraulic disc brakes, electric start, basically everything you can do. Go check out Part 1, Part 2 if you haven't, and then again, stay tuned for Part 3 because we had some big issues and I'm going to fix them, and then we should be able to have that thing ripping in no time. And then also stay tuned for my shed build, because we still have to move in tool chests and all my bikes and finish the flooring and a whole bunch of other stuff. But thank you guys so much for staying till the end. Don't forget to comment down below which bike you think sounds better and which one you guys like better. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to stay tuned, and I'll see you guys next time.